All right, Homesteader family, welcome back to the journey. Thank you for being part of the journey, and don't forget to share the journey. And welcome to this edition of Sunday Monday Vlog. As always, got Boogs on the couch. It is 12:40 in the morning, and we have a major problem. We have a big windstorm, not the biggest I've seen since I've been in Cotopaxi. I was just talking to my neighbor yesterday when I went to take a shower about a big storm back in, I think, 2014, 2015, when it tore down all the signs up on 8 Mile and did a bunch of damage. And this is a pretty good windstorm, but not as bad as that. So this camper, with all this wind, not staying warm. I just shut the heater off, but look at that. Down to 54-ish degrees, and I had that going. I got that electric heater back there all the way on high, and I've had the stove going. I cannot raise the temperature. So when me and my grandfather moved over here in the camper, power went out, for those of you that have been watching for a while. And the camper does not run the heat without electricity. So I had to use 3 burners on the stove and the oven, which I haven't been using everything. But because of that situation, I went and I had bought this Mr. Buddy heater just in case power ever went out again, to have extra heat. So of course I have tons of propane tanks out in the shipping container in storage right now. So I just went out in the bad storm to grab that, and I'm going to hook up the Buddy heater for the first time. And of course, you want to prepare, so I made sure to check the connectors that I needed. So I'm going to get the stove turned off so I don't have a live flame while I get this hooked up. And I'm going to try to keep my Mr. Boogs warm, because he's a Boogs that needs some lovin's, and he's got to stay warm, right, Boogs? So this is a life when you live in a camper above 9,200 feet in the dead of winter. And I'm hoping all the animals are going to do good, because the fencing didn't get done. So the shipping containers I bought are not where the animals can get to, because the property is not fenced in yet. So I'm hoping all the animals make it through the night. It is wicked cold, and we'll go from there. So we'll find out. Stay tuned. All right, Homesteader family. So I'm doing this Sunday Monday vlog in the bed, because I've got to guard Minnie Mouse, because she is officially in heat now. And this is Mickey Mouse, and the other 2 boys are down below, and everybody wants to hump the mama. So I've got to protect the mamas and not let her get humped, because we do not want puppies this winter. We want puppies come summer. We want her to have a whole month break. You see? That's what horny dogs do. And this is what I got. 3 dogs that walk around humping the air, hoping that they can get to Minnie Mouse. And so that's my busy schedule right now, is protecting the mama mouse. So she stays in bed, so that way they can't get to her. So in the middle of the night or nothing, they be jumping on the bed, which wakes me up. And she barks and growls and tells him no. And that's as far as we can get. But this week, nothing's been done. No fencing's been done. I was really scared. This is probably, I want to say, the 6th or 8th worst windstorm that we had. Nowhere close to the worst. I tell you, all day. That's all he does, hump the air. 6th to 8th worst windstorm that we had. Bitter cold. The first time I've gotten that cold in this camper. I could not keep the camper heated. And I went ahead and actually yanked the electric heater that was sitting right here, and I put in that little Buddy propane heater, put the propane tank inside the shower unit, and between that and the camper heater, the two are doing well. So I was using that electric radiator heater with the camper one, but that wasn't good enough. And then I had the gas one in the kitchen area, the little buddy heater, but then it set the thermostat too hot, so then it shut off the camper one. So by putting it here, the heat comes into this room, and the fans in the kitchen area blow back this way also, so the camper stays nice and even. So got that all taken care of. The buddy heater, if I have it on high, will heat this whole camper up. It heats up to, I think, 225, and the camper is 296. So it's really close, but it does a really good job with the camper heater. So if electric goes out, I'm still halfway decent for heat. I'm actually going to buy a couple more of them. This is all they do. It's hilarious just watching these dogs. The Minnie Mouse is like, protect me, Daddy, protect me. Right, Mickey Mouse? Say no humping the mamas. No puppies. No puppies right now. But I'm going to buy a couple more of the buddy heaters. And once the fencing's done and the animals have the other shipping container to use, I think I'm going to drill holes and try to figure out a way to set up the buddy heaters inside so they can't lean against it and catch themselves on fire, or catch the straw or bedding inside on fire. So the buddy heater will probably go close to the ceiling. But I got to figure out how to do all that so the goats and stuff don't chew on the rubber hoses. And on really, really bitter cold days. Now, once again, last winter and the winter before, all the animals I had are still here. They survived the bitter cold. The camel, the Zorse, and all that is new. So I wasn't sure if they would survive the bitter, bitter cold. Everybody has survived. Everybody's doing good. So, I mean, they don't need the heaters because they leaned against each other, snuggled together, got in some of the shelters and stuff like that, and they did perfectly fine. But I just want to have the extra heaters just in case on bitter cold days, so I can take that chill off of them for the ones that will go in. Of course, the emus stayed out. The camels didn't even try to get in shelter. The horses, the Zorse, nobody. The only ones that went in were the goats and a couple of the cows. Most of the cows stay with the camels, the donkeys, and the Zorses. But like I said, better to have shelters. If they want to get out the weather, they can. And hopefully, one of these months, one of these years, the fencing will be done. So for now, we've got a lot of snow outside. So fencing's not going to take place anytime soon. We're already into December. So my fencing job's not going to be done till 2020. And I told you, stop humping mamas. Mama don't want to be humped. You get him, mamas. You get him. You tell him, mamas. You tell him, mamas. Say, stop trying to hump me. Tell him. Tell him, mamas. Tell him, mamas. You're pushing the wrong buttons, Mickey Mouse. Hey, that's enough. So, as you see, Minnie will protect herself if he keeps pushing the wrong buttons. And that's Mickey Mouse pushing the wrong buttons. And that's pretty much it. So, fencing's not going to be done till next year, which if I would have known this, I would have never hired Alpine Fencing. I would have held off, or I would have found somebody else that would have been able to get in, get it done. And if I couldn't, and I would have known this, then I would have just waited and not pulled my money out cryptocurrency at a loss. I would have waited till next year, since we just started the bull market, so I had higher profits. So it cost me extra money, and now I've got to feed all winter, so I'm a little pissed off at the fencing company. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully, whenever they can get here, they can get here. And that's it on the home front. So we had a lot of high winds, a lot of bitter, bitter cold. I'll show you a little bit in the dark. Just, I had the camera on, listening to the winds. And that's inside the camper, laying here in bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning, not outside. Outside it would have been worse, but you can hear it inside the camper, which is crazy. And I did a little Black Friday shopping. So I'll run out to the truck. I'll show you what I got Black Friday shopping. And that's it. So hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, has a great winter, and spring is only 7 months around the corner. So stay tuned. Mamas, is it cold in here? Is it cold in here, mamas? All right, Homesteader family. We woke up to a winter wonderland. Got a lot of snow. It's about 6, maybe 8 inches. The sun's already cooking the steel furniture, and it's starting to melt. But you can see I woke up, and it's down in the low 50s. So one of the great things about having this tractor once again is I had to get that 100-pound propane tank out of the shipping container on the parking lot. So I'm able to just drive up to the doors and roll the propane tank on the forks and don't have to do any lifting or anything like that. And then I have it lifted about 2.5 feet off ground. I'll push it. Once so much comes this side, it will drop it, stand it right up. And then got the channel locks right there on top of the other ones to swap everything out and get the heat going. So I've got to get out, feed everybody. I actually slept in till 10 o'clock. The dogs are out playing, and I've got to go get everybody fed. And then once again, this alien knew the snow was going to be here. So what I do this time, I went and got hay. So as soon as I get the propane hooked up, then I'll go ahead, I'll grab the back bale of hay, take that out, unwrap the netting, and the animals will have hay above the snow because the other hay that they have is covered in snow right now. Because I had to buy small bales because I was supposed to get the hay from the hay supplier, and that fell through. So now I'm buying back from a feed store until I can find another hay supplier. So this is life on the mountain, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so we got hammered by the storm. You can see the next storm is getting ready to roll in now. It's getting colder and colder. This morning when I woke up, it was around 2 degrees, and right now it is already down to about 24 degrees. And you can see all the icicles hanging and the lights, although the camera's not picking up the lights. So I'm gonna walk out here, and like I said on the last Sunday Monday vlog, I was gonna do lights across the top of the camper. So that's what I went ahead and did. So the lights go up, they come over, and then come down over there. So all the lights are on. It's just the camera's not picking up. It's still too light, and the camera lightens the photo. But that's all decorated. It looks good at night. And I decided I'm going to wait till after Christmas and then buy a whole bunch of decorations. So hopefully I'll have the house done next year. And then I have the decorations at a cheaper cost. And then, of course, the bales of hay that I went and picked up, I picked up 5 of them. There's 3 left on the trailer. And you can see the 2 empty spots where I took 2 big bales down to the animals. So there's one down this end and then another one way up on the farm area. And just got done feeding everybody. And the tractor had some type of emission thing. So they had to come get the tractor the day after the first snowstorm yesterday. And take the tractor down to town, get it fixed up, and hopefully get it back up here Friday so I can get to town Saturday. We got Mr. Henry right there. And this photo looks crappy, or video looks crappy, because the lens is fogging up from how cold it is. So I'm going to let everybody go. Hope everybody's staying warm. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And I'll talk to you guys later. Are you warm, Henry? Are you? Say goodbye. Say happy Thanksgiving. You're not eating me. Alright, so I just went and picked up the tractor, and coming up, the trailer slid off the road into the ditch. And then I kept trying to pull forward, back up, pull forward, back up. But it's just ice. And this ditch is a couple of feet deep. And I jackknifed the trailer almost, and almost went off the other side. And it's a ways down. But luckily, I was able to hook the tire in the ditch and save myself. Alright, so my Black Friday shopping was I bought 2 of these 30-piece Anchor Bay or Anchor Hocking glass set. It's got all the Tupperware settings, or Tupperware, and then the baking dishes, measuring cup, all that. These were 20 bucks a piece. They're normally like 80 or 100 bucks a piece. And those of you that have been watching channel for a long time, my old Ridgit miter saw, that tree that fell over at my old place, busted the saw. So I got a new saw. It was I got the second to last one for 199 bucks. They're normally 400. And then I'll show you all the small stuff when we get inside. Alright, so the big purchases were just that glassware, the Tupperware sets, and the saw. I'm not a big Black Friday shopper unless it's something I need. And then I went ahead and I got just some of these small tool packages from Home Depot, because I have the ATV unit now, and I have the tractor and the truck. So I want to make sure I got tools in the different vehicles if I need them. So I went ahead, I picked up 4 of these Husky 3-set wrenches, all different sizes, because I'm learning, trying to keep the right wrench or socket in each one, let alone have 2 of the same, is near impossible. So the adjustable wrench is just going to make it so much easier. I can have 2 of them and be able to tighten down anything I need, and have one on each end, or one to do any size that I need to do. So got 4 of those. And then one thing I've needed a couple times for the sockets for the drill is for the impact socket, so that way I can hook up the different sockets that I need to. When I don't want to do things by hand, I can do it with the drill set. So I went ahead and got that. And then grabbed the extra 2 tape measures. So I have tape measures in all the vehicles. And then I needed an Allen wrench the other day, and my neighbor John helped me out. So I got Allen wrenches, the star bits, and all different things. So it's, let's see, 2 Allen wrenches and 1 star bit piece. So it's all different sizes. So I got that just in case I need it. It was like $6. So that's worth having. And then I think tape measures were like 15. The wrenches were 13 a piece. And the socket thing was like $9. So that's all the Black Friday shopping I did. And it's just stuff I need here on the homestead.